The internet is full of information about how to make money. And for the past year, my wife and I have stopped obsessing about how much money we want to make and mainly on how we want to make it. Because we realized after burning out, after scaling a business to multiple six-figure, growing a YouTube channel to 200,000 plus subscribers, is that if you grow so much without thinking about your lifestyle, it's gonna kill you in the end. That's why you see so many YouTubers quitting on their social media, dismantling their business because they didn't think about this step first. So in this video, I wanted to walk you through the 3 main ingredients that allowed us to completely let go of our team, run 2 businesses with just me and my wife, and still making 10 to 30K a month consistently without overwhelm. This video is mainly for people that are already doing this for a while. If you're posting on social media, you have an offer to sell and you can't quite scale, or you feel like you plateaued and you're overwhelmingly busy creating more content because that's what you think you need to scale your business, this video would be perfect for you because we're gonna focus on the 3 main things that are gonna move the needles for you. And you might discover that you need to completely change what you're doing. If you've been building your online business for a while, you are well aware that you need an audience first. Some people that are attracted to what you do and then will eventually buy your stuff. That's the first element we want to look into. The second element you want to look into is your sales system. So a way for you to convert this audience into paying customers. And the third element you need is the delivery piece. Like, how do you deliver your services or your product in a way that is sustainable for you, but it also delivers results for your clients? Now, these 3 main elements, you can mix and match them together in many different ways. Everything that you see online works. So I want you to really have a look at what elements you have in your own business and see if you can improve them. You can tweak them to match a bit more your dream life. Let's start from element number 1, your audience. When we started our online journey, we decided, you know what, we want to teach adults how to dance ballet at home, so we need video. We need to show them how to do the moves, how to learn the steps. The best platform for us was YouTube. Firstly, because I came from the cinema world where I was actually working for the cinema. So I knew how to use a camera, create videos, deal with lighting, and I was pretty resourceful as well. Sort of managed to create a nice set with the few resources we had. Alessia, my wife, she was an amazing teacher that learned how to convey her message on camera, explain to people that were not in the same room. So YouTube for us was the best element. What is the best element for you? The best element for you is not necessarily what you think you need to grow an audience on. Any platform can give you a huge amount of traffic if you are comfortable with it, if you feel like you're in your own element. So what element are you comfortable in? Is it video? Is it audio? Is it written words? These are the 3 main areas, because the 3 main areas will allow you to decide whether to go, I don't know, blogging or video like in YouTube, or audio only, so your podcast. What is it that you forget about the algorithm, what the gurus say, forget about what anybody else says. What do you think is going to feel natural to deliver content on? That's how you choose your platform. That's really the only parameter. Then your audience is not going to grow if you focus on the wrong metrics. Like, for example, when we started our YouTube journey, I was obsessed with analytics and how to crack the code of the algorithm, how to get more click-through rates, and how to craft better titles, how to have better intros, how to have more engagement in the videos, and all the things that any YouTube guru will tell you to do if you want to crush it on YouTube. But guess what? That's recipe for burnout. And how do I know? Because we were in a YouTube hamster wheel for many years. We spent so much time and effort trying to come up with videos that were on trend, making them entertaining, trying to please a wide and vast audience, because this is how you grow on social media. If you please a huge amount of people will then subscribe and watch your content. But that's completely missing the point here. You don't want to grow a social media channel. You want to grow a following of people that would want to buy from you, which is completely different. So the metrics you want to focus on is not views, watch time, click-through rate, and all that stuff. You want to focus on your ideal client. Just to give you an example of what a mindset shift around content did to my wife. She decided not to do YouTube videos anymore because she said, you know what, I never really enjoyed videos. I only did it because I thought I had to do it. Even though she grew a YouTube channel of more than 200,000 subscribers, she said, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't feel comfortable on camera and I always have to come up with new things that I don't want to do anymore. She created now a new thing for herself, a new pet project, and guess what it is? It's a blog. Just because she always loved writing, and now she could do it sort of professionally in a way. She said, you know what, I don't want to come up with one video a week every week. I want to just create a good, solid piece of content that it's long form, but in written form, to write about the stuff that I love. And that's what she did. And now every morning I wake up, I see her maybe journaling, maybe working on her blog naturally. And what happens when you do things naturally? They come natural to you, so you do it without having to do them. That's how you keep the integration with your business and your life. That's when it happens, when everything it's in line with what you like, without having to do it. I, for example, I don't like blogging, but I like writing short stories. So I naturally go out and take pictures. I take pictures of the most random things, but from the most random things, it might be a piece of sky, it might be a price tag on a stupid little bag on a clothing shop, it might be anything that sparks my interest, that would inspire a story out of me that it's in line with my dream client. So whenever I have time, maybe I'm in the bathroom or maybe I'm queuing somewhere, or I feel inspired about writing, I pick up the picture that it's more aligned with the story that I have in mind, and I write it and I post it on Instagram and Facebook. I don't have to force myself to do it. I naturally go for it. And about videos, I like videos. I'm here. I don't care about having a huge script or having a million B-rolls, because I think if you cannot sit with me for 20-30 minutes, we are not meant for each other. I don't want to please the wrong people. That's what I mean. And you shouldn't do that either, if you want to keep it sustainable and if you don't want to hate your life in a few years. What you want to do with your content is create this connection. The connection is important for people to know you, not just knowing that you know your stuff, but that you are in line with the same values, aspirations, and lifestyle. For example, I've made this video not for people that want to scale at all costs, maybe using ads, spending time fine-tuning their funnel metrics and all that. I don't care. I don't want to attract this kind of people. I want to attract the people that are similar to me and my wife, which we spent 8 years building an online business using all the tools that we had in our tool belt, burning out in the process and now finding a better way to still have the same great profit at the end of the year, but without killing ourselves. So if you switch the focus from what is the video that will get me more views into what is the video that is gonna help my ideal, my dream client, not any client, just your dream client, and settle on a few topics and few keywords that you can use on your titles, on your video or blog or podcast, that is what is going to attract the core of your following. You're not going to end up growing a huge following, but that doesn't matter. You want a client base that is solid, that is attracted to you for the right reasons. If you're not liking what I'm saying, it's because you're still attracted to the vanity metrics. You need to change your mindset around it. You need to be able to see your videos with only 50 views, 100 views or less. But if you hit the right keywords, the right topics and titles that are in line with your ideal client, that's the only thing you need. You only need a few dream people to work with you. You don't need many. But let's move to the next step, your sales system. By talking with many creators and clients, they all have different beliefs around how to sell their products. How much to sell them for, what is the media, should I have them on the phone, is a Zoom call the right way to sell iTicket, can I have just a document, a sales page, for low ticket, mid ticket, what should I do? Selling is a huge mental block for people. It's a huge overwhelm in terms of tech, because you start thinking about which funnel is going to convert more. And again, if you focus on the clinical metrics, it's not going to be enjoyable for you. It's going to be robotic. It's going to force you to go down the rabbit hole of funnel optimization and hiring agencies to improve click-through rates and conversion rate and ROI and all that stuff. We've been there again. It's an exhausting place to be because you never win. In order to win, you need to spend a lot of time fine-tuning everything, and it's just like, I wouldn't suggest it to anybody. If you want to build a brand and a business that is designed around you as somebody that wants to help other people, that's what you need to focus on. If you don't want to stuck every day either on your DMs or on Zoom talking to people that you may or may not end up working with, if you don't want to do any of that, there is one way that we discovered it, which is much better. For low-ticket products, you only need a sales page. Without overthinking it, without hiring a copywriter, without hiring a designer, I've seen pages that were so ugly, I wouldn't believe it, that sold millions. So it's not how pretty the website is, it's your offer, right? Low ticket offer, you can just have a sales page and mention them in your content and people would just buy in autopilot. You wouldn't have to convince anyone if your content is designed around your dream clients. For mid to high ticket, you might need to build a deeper relationship with people. And of course, you can do that in a phone call or on a Zoom call or even in person. Of course, if you're able to be in person with somebody, the connection is really automatic. If you vibe, you can immediately say if it's going to work or not, right? So you want to transfer that feeling into your content. I want my content to speak for me. And if somebody comes to me and say, hey, have you got a guarantee? Do you think this is going to work for me? I usually send them away. If people come to me asking me questions about my method, how is it different from anybody else, I send them to other videos. I don't want people to come to me without knowing what we can help them with. I want to just talk with people that are already sold, that know that we are the right guides, that we can help them propel their business, and that's it. This is how you need to put in place a system that is designed around you not being attached to the sales, which is the opposite of what everybody's doing. Why don't we just be humans and connect with people that we can help and send away the people that we have bad gut feeling about, they have doubts about our method, they don't have money to pay us. Persuasion, closing skills, you don't need any of that if you only care about the people that you can help. Our sales calls, whenever we feel like we want to chat with people, I'm not saying we never do sales calls. Sometimes we just want to coach people because they have a problem that we think we can fix immediately, even for free sometimes. If they decide to want to work with us, I am not going to persuade them in any way. I'm actually going to send them away because I want to find all the possible reasons why there might be a problem. Because even if they pay you today, 6 months down the line, they're going to give you a hard time for whatever reason that you didn't see at the beginning of the journey, and you're going to regret the decision that you made. I can guarantee you that. I speak from experience, so don't make the same mistakes. Be sure that the people that you want to help, you can actually help, and they are going to get the results. That's the only sales rule you need. Try to help people and send people away by default. That's the best way of selling, the non-selling technique. There you go, you have it. Without any persuasion, you just have conversations. That's your sales system. You don't even need a funnel for that. You just need to direct people from the content that you create into a way of contacting you. It might be a DM, it might be a Zoom call. You evaluate where they are. If you can help them, you make them an offer. If they pay you, job done. But now your job is not over. Now we cleaned all of the top of the funnel. We cleaned your content creation, we cleaned your sales system, and we can go, of course, deeper on the sales system, but I don't have time to go through all the steps in there. I'm gonna make new videos about it. But let's talk about how to keep the delivery sustainable as well. Because for Alessia and I, We never did one-to-one up until a couple of years ago. It was only low-ticket do-it-yourself products. But we got stuck in the hamster wheel of creating content. So we didn't have to deliver one-to-one, but we had to create so much content because our model was broken. So let's have a look at your model. What do you do with your clients? Do you only have one-to-one? We've spoken with many people that only do one-to-one that are constantly coaching. They have the whole week booked up for one-to-one clients. They say they want to create content to never repeat themselves, maybe create a curriculum that they can provide to their clients before they go to the one-to-one, but they don't have time to do it. Like in that case, I would suggest you to scale down and take time to create a bulk of content to fill up a journey for your client, knowing where they're starting from all the way to the promised land in a way that they can consume in their own time, and you are there just to support them. Or if you don't have one-to-one clients and you only sell courses, so they're all done for you, maybe you're struggling because it's not an high ticket offer. If it's not a high ticket offer, you need to feed the beast with so many new leads every month, and then you get stuck in the content creation like we did. The delivery is so crucial for you to design because this will pretty much make or break your business. Alessia and I have got a rule. We decided to create a bulk of content to cover our entire curriculum. All of the steps we have, as soon as you start working with us, you gain access to it. But of course, we know that information is not power. Implemented information is power. So what do? We do only one-to-one follow-ups after specific milestones. So we might have an onboarding call to tell you exactly, okay, this is the plan for you based on the information you provided. This is the content you need to watch and implement. Let's talk again when you implemented and got feedback. This way we use our time and our clients' time in a smarter way, because they don't have to jump on a call to hear about stuff that probably we said a million times. And they only get the good stuff, the juice, the support, the coaching in the one-to-ones. And we decided, you know what, we don't want to coach all week, we want to just coach a couple of times a week. If you don't have enough time, 2 times a week to coach all the clients you have, guess what? You can create a group tier where you can send people to, and you can add 1 or 2 additional courses, but for a group setting. So that's how you can scale that. As long as the way you deliver is in line with what your lifestyle, your dream lifestyle. I am at the moment working with a coach that doesn't want to do 1 call a week because it's superfluous. She said, if you want to book another call after the bi-monthly one, let's have an audio only so we can go out and have a walk in the park and chat about whatever you want to go deeper in. So he's adding an audio only side to his coaching to supplement what he does normally. We were on a mastermind once where after the weekly call with the group, we also had a Voxer access to the host of the mastermind. If we had questions, if we wanted to go deeper into something, if we wanted a specific tool. I want you to think about what would make you happy doing. Like for example, I love one-to-one, but I don't want to be stuck in the house only doing one-to-one every day. So I created a bulk of content for that. And if people don't understand something or they want to go deeper on something, we have a supplement call just for that. If I have many people with the same questions, I would create a Loom video and send it to them. Anything I do, I record if I know I can use it in the future to fix the same type of problems. But one of the biggest mistakes we've done in the past years was to have so many offers. Because we created so many little courses because Alessia is really good at organizing herself. And as the more she learned about what her audience needed, the more courses she would create. So there was a course for flexibility, one for stamina, one for getting stronger, one for learning ballet, you name it, we had it. The problem with that is that we then had to connect them all together. We would need to do live calls to tell people what to do, and it became a mess. Especially when you have so many things to sell separately, it becomes difficult for you to market them as well. So all the 3 ingredients that I talked about so far, they become this spaghetti monster that it's almost impossible to unravel at the end. This is why I'm talking about these three main things, so that you get them right away. And in order for your delivery to be super streamlined, there is something amazing that is called proximity offer. It's a way for you to have just one single offer, but with different layers of accessibility to you. And if you want to know how to craft one for your business and literally streamline all of your delivery and have way more free time by having more profit and enjoyability in your business, this is the video where I explain exactly how we do it.